Hello everyone, this is a video presentation on Doubly linked list. My name is Apoorv Yadav from batch number 7, serial number 1360. So without any further ado, let's begin with the topic. Doubly linked list is a complex type of linked list in which a node contains a pointer to the previous as well as the next node in sequence. Therefore, in doubly linked list, a node consists of three parts: data, pointer to the next node in sequence, and pointer to the previous node. A sample node in doubly linked list is shown in the figure. As you can see, this is the data part, this is the previous part, and this is the next part, which indicates the address of the next pointer. Now let's see the representation of doubly linked list. This figure shows the doubly linked list containing three nodes having numbers 1 to 3 in their data part. Since 1 is the head, it has null pointer which is previous, and thus first next is pointing to second, and second previous is pointing to 1. Same is that for second. Second's next is pointing to 3, and third is pointing previous is pointing to 2. And since 3 is the end of the list, its next is pointing to null. This is the representation of doubly linked list. Now coming to the structure, in C, structure of a node in doubly linked list can be given as struct node star previous, in data, struct node star next. The previous part of the first node and the next part of the last node will always contain null, indicating end in each direction. Now let's see the memory representation of doubly linked list. In this figure, you can see head is pointing to 13, which is head. Its previous is pointing to -1, which can also be called null. Its next is pointing to 4, which is equal to 15, and the 15's previous is indicating to 13 and its address is 1. And the same goes for 19 data and 57 data. And at last in 15 next you can see it is indicating -1, which means null. So this shows that 57 is the last node. At last, let's see what all operations on doubly linked list can be performed. First, insertion at the beginning, adding the node into the linked list at the beginning. Next, insertion at the end, adding the node into the linked list in the end. Insertion after a specified node, adding a node into the linked list after a specified node. Next, deletion at beginning, removing the node from beginning of the list. Deletion at the end, removing the node from the end of the list. Deletion of the node having a given data. Removing of the node which is present just after the node containing the given data. Seventh, searching. Comparing each node of the data with the item to be searched and return the location of the item in the list if the item found, else return null. And at last, traversing, visiting each node of the list and at least once in order to perform some specific operations like searching, sorting, displaying, etc. At last, I would like to say thank you, and I hope you got some insight on doubly linked list, how it is, what are its structure, what are its function, how we can implement doubly linked list. Thank you.